Camp Gore here.
And Fort Bend here.
We're on the way back from Quartzsite and going to Phenix to my house, and gonna do some laundry for Kenny, get him all nice and freshened up before he flies back to Tennessee. So
actually fly back to Charlotte.
Yeah.
And then gonna spend the night in Charlotte at the Holiday Inn right next to the airport there. And then start heading back to Tennessee Wednesday morning.
Yeah, I want to say that this trip with Kenny has been the most fun, entertaining.
Especially a little while ago.
Tell him what you did, Kenny.
I called the hotel in Charlotte, the Holiday Inn in Charlotte. Because storyteller Donnie Wheeler wanted me to see if I could get the key around 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to the room. So I called them, and they asked for the person's name. Well, I gave them the YouTube channel name, Storyteller Donnie Wheeler, and she goes, "What? Can you say that again?"
She said, "Can you repeat that?"
Can you repeat that?
But Kenny, she was saying.
And I gave him Joy Bus Live YouTube channel name. We live for a good 30 minutes or more.
It was so funny because she says, "Can you repeat that?"
Because I wanted to respect Donnie Wheeler's wishes not to use their real last name. So, and that's the reason why I did that, and I gave them Joy West Live's YouTube channel name, and so the next time when she asked me to repeat it, I just gave her Donnie Wheeler. So I'm hoping that when he gets there, that she'll realize that's who I'm talking about when he gets there. I texted Donnie, Storyteller Donnie Wheeler, and I told him, I said, I texted him and told him, I said, I called and they said that you could get the key around 3 o'clock, and that they would give us the same room as I had on Sunday night, the 16th, Sunday night, which was room 300. It was a handicap accessible room. I will say this, the Holiday Inn is a lot nicer and a lot cleaner than the Travel Lodge. and yeah, so, but yeah, I just, I've got some good memories here for sure. And, I really enjoyed it, and, looking forward to the future, to come again. And
I think next time I'll have to bring my RV, and we'll make him buy a clam and set him up a shower in there that he can go in there and take a shower and get one of those instant water heaters that a lot of the RVers use, and set that up and get a big container and bring it out, fill it up here, and then take it out to the campsite so that he'd have a place to shower and clean up and stuff. But the wheelchair really helped when, you know, I borrowed it from the senior center here.
Yeah.
So that's really a good thing. If you need a wheelchair when you're out at Quartzsite, go to the senior center.
Yeah. I think the next time we're going to try to see if we can get one with the big wheels, though. So it'll be, it'll be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting one that didn't have a big wheels.
Yeah. The chair kind of sinks in the rocks, you know, if you try to go over to the tents with the wheelchair. But it really helped because, you know, when he had to use the bathroom and, you know,
Wade from Vanquished, he kind of had me on the back wheels and he just pushed me along, you know.
He tilted them back, went, come on, hold on. Yeah, that really helped. And that portable commode that I borrowed from I can't think of the name of the place. A place in Avondale, Arizona, right outside of Phenix here. They borrowed it to be a little commode with the rails on the side. That really helped too. I mean, it was good for me too, because if I had to go to the bathroom, you know, we just put the bucket underneath there and it's good, you know.
Yeah.
But and it's foldable too, and so. And I didn't really realize that when I first got it. And I'm like, man, I just kind of like set it in the back of my car, and then Mo Benning said, "You need to fold it." He said, "Then fold up like this," you know. And I was like, "Oh yeah, smart thinking," because I didn't even think about it. Of course, you know, my car is all packed, you know, so unorganized now that, you know, and I've got the car top carrier up on the top of the roof of my Prius, so we just kind of folded it up and put it up there along with the chairs and stuff. So. Dee gave Kenny one of the folding chairs, so I'm going to put his name across it. Yeah, she gave this coffee, this like a thermos, like actually, and it's got a cup.
And it keeps it good and hot. It keeps it good and hot for a long time.
Yeah. So.
And and I did get an email from the lost and found at the Charlotte airport, trying to see if I can relocate my laptop computer, and they told me that they were still working on it, but that they said that if they can't find it within like 30 days that they were gonna close the report. So I'm gonna try to stay on it until I get either they're gonna have to reimburse me, or I'm gonna see if they can go back on their video footage, because I know they got to have video footage, and they've got to be able to see through that video footage as to where it's at.
See who's got it at the receiving end of the X-ray machine.
Yep, see who's got it at the receiving end, and they've got to be able to, because I know the first thing they want, when you first go through that thing, they want to see your ID. So I know that they got to have that person's ID to be able to actually, if it was another passenger that took it, they've got to be able to get their information, have enough information to be able to get it back. So
you might ought to just request a room that if they want to search you so that your stuff is there, and then once you get that done, and then they can send it through, and you can be right there at the end to get your stuff off, you know.
I'm gonna, when I go back to Phenix in the morning, I'm gonna request a room. If they want to search me, I will get, because I don't want this to happen a second time.
Yeah, and you've got your tablet and stuff in the other bag and stuff. So.
In the red bag, yeah.
Yeah, that's... Well, the thing of it is, you know, when somebody goes through the airport checkout, you know, and they're disabled, they don't have the ability just to go run down at the end of the scanner to grab their stuff to make sure nobody else takes it, you know. So, yeah, I just have to push that a little bit to make sure that you get it back, or you get compensated, you know. And, you know, know, it's a shame that that kind of stuff happens, but they've got to be more on top of those kind of things. But it's like the motel room. I mean, they didn't have any anti-slip strips or anything like that on the floors. They should have had those.
I do not recommend anybody I do not recommend anybody to stay at a travel lodge.
Not in Blythe.
Not in Blythe anyway, because the pillows that we slept on, they look like that. They
were grody.
Yeah, they were corroding.
Yeah.
They looked like they hadn't been changed in like a year or more.
Yeah. They look like sweaty, dark, stained, nasty.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I don't sleep with a pillow much.
And also, another thing too, they have the plug that's in behind the bed, the one that I slept on. It doesn't even have a cover.
Outlet cover.
Outlet cover, yeah.
And it's in there like all kind of twisted, like it's not set in there right, it's not mounted in there, and then a cover on it. I mean, that right there is a fire code violation, because if somebody tries to plug something in, I mean, I had to have Kenny hold his phone, the light, so I could try to plug in the lamp, because I didn't want to touch the sides, because you can get a shock pretty easily. So that should really be reported, because that's not good. So, and then plus it's in a handicap room, so that makes it even worse. So, the whole motel thing wasn't.
No, and another thing, they don't even pick up their own trash. They don't even pick up their trash. Nothing.
They got big garbage cans, like maybe 3 or 4 scattered, throughout, down the row of rooms outside. But they get filled to the top, and they don't even hardly empty them. It's like, makes you want to pull the bag out yourself, tie it up, and take it to the office and say, "Here you go," But I don't know. When you're paying for a room, you shouldn't have to do that kind of stuff. And I mean, yesterday or day before yesterday, I had to go over to the dollar store and buy some towels and washcloths, because they flat out told us we don't have any more towels and washcloths. So I don't know if people just take them or what, but what are you gonna do? But I went and got us some, so we had some, and then after that, and they gave us the floor mats, the small ones that you like put on the floor so you don't slip. They gave us those for towels. So we're lucky we got maybe 2 washcloths, at one point in time. But we had to keep asking, and there's several days that we didn't have any.
Yeah.
That's why I had to go and buy some. So, but nevertheless, we'll figure it out better next time.
Yeah.
I'll get my thinking cap on and
I remember Fairy Dust was telling me that the one she stayed at was a Super 8. She said it wasn't much better than the Travel Lodge. It was about the same. So.
Yeah. Well, there's so many people, so much transient people going back and forth, that they probably take the towels and all that kind of stuff. But if they're going to be charging people, they gotta supply that. It's something that they have to do. If they're going to be the hotel is a Quartzsite something or another. Quartzsite, I don't know. I videotaped it, but it said Quartzsite something LLC. So, and they're under the Travel Lodge name. So I don't know. I mean, Travel Lodge is a pretty big company, and they maybe need to know. How this Quartzsite LLC is running their business under the Travel Lodge name. So that might be a little something that we could, tell whomever we need to tell. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just bad. It's just bad business. It's bad health, and then with all this pandemic stuff and the COVID, who knows what kind of germs are in that?
Yeah.
Those pillows. It's like, ugh, they were really bad. They were like nasty. But I don't much sleep with the pillow because I got degenerative discs in my neck, and it feels better to lay my head down flat than cranking up with the pillow. So, but yeah, I did a short video early this morning. I don't know if it uploaded or not, but it was Kitty woke up because for the last 5 days you've been sleeping on top of the covers.
Yeah, I was cold.
He says, I'm cold, And I said, well, Kenny, I said, just pull the one side up and pull the other side up on the bed and lay in there and wrap yourself up like a burrito.
Yeah.
So we did that. He's all like, he's like this, and then he was trying to get up. He couldn't get up because he was all burritoed up.
Yeah.
But warmed you up until you woke up again, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some warm and made me go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Man, I know I couldn't sleep until like 10 or 11 o'clock because I know I'd be out of there by 11. Just check out. Most hotels I've checked out before, you gotta be checked out by 11, otherwise you'll get charged for another day.
Yeah. Well, everything worked out really well, with, other than that motel, but at least we got a shower. We got a shower.
Yes. Another thing. In order to get warm water, you gotta run that shower 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's not instant heat, that's for sure. That's for sure. So, but, hey, they're paying the water bill.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it wasn't the greatest motel, but, next time we'll kind of know what we need and what we need to do. And
I'm not going for travel lodge again, that's for sure.
But I don't know if any of these other hotels in Quartzsite are any much better.
I didn't know if the Days Inn that I've stayed, especially of course it's in a different state, that the Days Inn that I stayed in Greenville, South Carolina, the times I went back and forth to the Shriners Hospital in Greenville, South Carolina, and I stayed in a hotel there. It used to be called Days Inn, now it's called Company. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
So I don't know about how this one is, and near the dollar store there.
Yeah, they had several hotels in Blythe, and Blythe was only about, what did we get? It was like 20 miles.
22 miles.
22 miles.
Something like that.
It wasn't that bad of a drive, but just a little bit past Ehrenberg, so wasn't too bad. But yeah, I don't know. I have to see. We'll get it figured out next time. We'll just do the RV, and because my RV's got a big area where I've got a couch. Well, it's not really a couch, but it's a dinette.
Yeah.
Johnny's calling right now. But anyhow, we're gonna cut this video short, and then we're gonna call her back because Johnny's Journey's calling me right now, and we'll do another video before we get to the hotel.
Bye, guys.
All right, see ya. Bye bye.